there, yarn lovers, it's Gary and I'm coming to you from my happy place, the Yarn Corner here on Vancouver Island in Canada. So welcome. Today is Thursday, October the 5th, 2023. You might not be seeing this on the day that I'm recording because I've batched a few of these videos together in my holiday time that I've got off work, and I am probably going to sporadically put them over the next couple of days, maybe the week, so that there's a few days in between each of the videos. So to all of my Canadian friends and family out there that watched the episode, I want to wish you had a great Thanksgiving, even though we haven't experienced Thanksgiving yet, but when this is released, Thanksgiving would have happened. So I hope that you all had a great Thanksgiving. Let me know what you did by commenting down below if you were celebrating it. And we've just got this beautiful ray of sun coming in right now from the window. So yeah, I am heading towards Vancouver to spend my Thanksgiving in a couple of days. We will be there for 2 or 3 days, and we stay with our family and we have the meal together and just catch up, which will be lovely. And then for me, after the stat holiday is done, I go back to work on Tuesday. The holiday for me, the staycation, has been wonderful. I've done some crafting and plenty of videoing, which has been great. And I hope that you've been enjoying the content. So if you're just happening across this channel for the very first time, I want to welcome you. And I've set this channel up to talk about all of my yarny adventures. That is in knitting, crocheting, and I do dabble in a little bit of yarn dyeing, nothing on a huge scale. And I talk about my acquisitions, where I purchase my crafting yarn from and my tools for my craft. So if that kind of thing is of interest, please stick around and enjoy the content. And for those who are returning, I want to welcome you back. And I hope that you've been enjoying your October. Some people call it the spooky month. Perhaps maybe you're making something for Halloween, which is coming up later on in the month. I myself will be attending, hopefully, some events, and I'll talk to you about them a little later once it's all grounded for Halloween. So let's carry on and talk about what Hank, my man form here, is wearing and what I'm wearing. These are both knitted patterns. I do crochet too, but today it's all about the knitted cowl. I just recently finished this cowl here on Hank, and it is from Yarnspirations. It is a free pattern, and I will just read the title of it because I don't want to get it wrong. It's called the Brioche Knit Zigzag Cowl. That's it there. I'll link all of the details down below to any patterns that I might mention, or if I'm talking about a yarn store, so that for ease of access, you'll be able to go down there if you've got any questions about what I'm presenting in the videos, and you can click to find out more. What I'm wearing is a knitted cowl from Joji Locatelli, and the name of this scarf is 3-colored cashmere cowl. It's not in cashmere, it's in a variety of different yarns. I finished this maybe around 2.5 years ago, and for the life of me, I don't recall all of the yarns that I use, but I think there is ancient art yarns in here in the minty green, and there might be some Bendigo Woollen Mills yarn in this burgundy color, and the rest escaped my memory. So it's all fingering weight and some 3-weight yarn that I combined together in finishing this piece, but a really nice piece overall. So what are we going to be talking about today? We are going to be talking about some yarn that I purchased. I saw this being unboxed by many other YouTubers and instantly got the need to get some in my stash as well. And it is a purchase that I made from online store, the Michaels store, and I had a 40% off one item coupon, and I thought, well, it might be a while before these yarns get get to be on sale. So let's bite the bullet, use the 40% off the one item, and then just get a small selection of colors that I really like. Let's take a look at the yarn, shall we? It arrived about a week in transit to get to me in this plastic Michaels bag, and I've actually opened it. Of course, as soon as it arrived, I opened it just to check that all the contents was in there, and it was. The order was complete, and I absolutely love the yarn. So I've watched all of my YouTuber friends out there unbagging this and talking about it in glowing report. So that's what influenced me to try it out, and I have to agree, I love it. I love it so much. Now, there is one downfall that I have about this yarn, and it is that it is a little peely. Like, I don't know whether that you call that peely, but the fibers just shed off of this yarn. I do like the colors, and the things that can be done with this yarn, in my mind, for the season right now, are endless. Like, it'd make great scarves or blankets. Not sure how that fuzz is going to hold up after wear and tear, or if you're washing it, whether it's going to clump into little peels. I'm not sure. But let's talk about the pluses. And it's very, very soft. I'm going to grade this, if I'm grading it, 5 being the most softest on my scale. If I have to say, it's probably sitting somewhere at 3.5, like 3.5. So really okay, I would say. I would wear that against my skin if I was making a garment with no issues whatsoever about scratching. But it does have a little bit of that, I'm going to say resistance. Perhaps that's a little dryness of the fuzz. I'm not too sure. But there is a bit of a wool factor to it, I think. And it smells clean. So yeah, it is the Caron Macchiato cake. If I haven't told you guys, I'm just showing you the front and you don't even know what it is. So all of this purchase that I made are the Caron Macchiato cakes from Yarnspirations, and they are suggesting that it's a bulky 5. I would say that that is kind of a light bulky 5, more of an Aran, so sits somewhere between a 4 and a 5. Let's take a look at what's on the label. So the colorway is called Serenity. Yeah, I feel that. I think this would pair well with any color because it is quite a neutral color, and there's nothing loud or obnoxious about it, like changing strikingly from one hue to the next. It's kind of like a nice, as the name suggests, serene arrangement of colors. They are suggesting here to use a 6mm set of knitting needles or a 6mm crochet hook. The quantity of yarn that you get in this cake is, where are you? 8 ounces, or that translates to 227 227 grams, offering up 481 yards or 440 meters. They are saying here for care instructions to hand wash and lay flat to dry. And I think that's probably a good thing to do because of that fuzz. You don't want to aggravate it. It might actually create more peeling if you were to put it into, the washing machine with the agitator or with other garments that kind of like can rub up against it. And content is 80% acrylic, 20% wool. Oh, there's my wool factor that I could smell and feel. And what else can I tell you? It's the price point of this. It's also made in India. Price point on it is $15.29. My invoice is kind of strange because, or 24 cents. We don't operate in Canada in pennies or anything that's less than 5 cents. Everything's rounded to 5 cents nowadays in Canada. So I'm not sure about why that weird number is the case, but there you have it. I got one at 40% off because I had the coupon, and the rest I paid for full price. So let's take a look at the other colors that I received. Now, this one is very similar to the Serenity, except it's a little lighter. So there's the Serenity in this color arrangement. And this one here, the lighter one, is called... It's called Whisper. So maybe it's the Whisper of the Serenity. So they could be put into a project together. I think that the blending of those two would work really well. And equally so that they're kind of neutral enough that they could pair with something a bit brighter too. The blue that I got, which I really like and think that's such a sweet color arrangement there of blues, grays, all different kind of marling techniques between all of the transitions of color, is a color called Soulful. Just absolutely stunning and squishy. Yeah, I'm going to say that it probably does rove a little bit as well. So even though that there is some consistency and the twist is kind of like I'm going to say loose twist, there's not much to it. And when it pulls apart, it looks like it's kind of a single ply. That there is some roving that goes on in this variety of collection. And that one was called Soulful. I only got 2 more in the one color because I really liked it. And it was this one here I got 2 of. Look at that. I get autumnal vibes from this. And this is my favorite colorway in person as well as online. It was one of my favorites. So this has the camel color, browns, tans. There's a little taupe in there as well. And what looks like a bit of a gray marl. So there's a few different things in there going on with the different earthy tones. Absolutely love it. So my thoughts were, if I wanted to do a bigger project, I could actually choose the beiges and the earth tones, and then this kind of slightly green taupey one, and put those all together in a project. Wouldn't that look great? And this blue one's kind of like the Maverick. So maybe they all could go in. Yeah, there's a thumbnail for us. So what did you think? Have you tried the macchiato cake from Caron? And if you have, what did you think? Which of the colors did you like the best that I presented? And I'm looking for some ideas as well on what to use these cakes on. And I have an idea that it might be good for a blanket because I have so much of it. Or I could do something that's sort of more of a bigger kind of jackety type thing, where it could be long length and a bit more kind of cozy with some positive ease. So a nice big oversized kind of cardi I think that would be brilliant in that. But the only problem that I have with the I guess concern would be that peel away stuff, that sort of the shedding of the yarn, whether or not it's going to be durable enough in places if I do a cardigan, whether maybe the underarm area might decide to, like, you know, rub and get friction, that maybe that might not be the best item to make with this yarn. But a little bit more investigation is needed on that, and I'll be happy to share that with you. That's the full order of the Michaels purchase that I got delivered. And short and sweet, I know, but I really wanted to try the macchiato out. I did get charged shipping because I ordered it online, and they charged me $14.95 for the shipping, which I didn't mind. Getting to the Michaels closest to us takes around 2 hours to drive, and then coming back. So that's almost close to 4 hours round trip, and petrol for us, or the gas for us to use in the drive, would probably be around $14 or $15. So I did like the fact that I could get it shipped to me. And strangely enough, we did end up going to the place where the Michaels is to do a visit, or what were we down there for? We were down there for, we're picking up some presents for a birthday gift and I think a thank you gift. So we had reason to go down to the bigger area where they've got more stores, and Michael's is there. So I did make a purchase on that visit, that we went down into that area separate, and I'll do a separate video on that. But I'm really happy with the colors. Do you have a favorite color? I think this one is my favorite color of the bunch that I've showed you, and it's called what was this one called again? It was called Boundless. Yeah, that's a great representation with the sun coming through the window on the wonderful colors. Hi, this is Future Gary editing this episode, putting a call out there to hear from Mona. So Mona, you were the winner of the box of yarn that I gifted away in episode 199. So I'm still waiting to hear from you. And the email address that you can use is urbanyarn101@gmail.com to let me know here that you've won, and we can proceed then to talk about how to get this yarn to you. I'm going to put a time frame on this because I think 2 weeks will be long enough. And if I haven't heard from you by October the 14th, 2023, that will be considered you forfeiting your prize winnings. Okay, I hope that everyone is doing well, and back to the program. And with that, I hope that you enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll catch up with you very shortly. Bye for now.